back to my channel. I hope you all are doing really well. Today I'm going to be sharing my updated wish list video. So I have acquired some of the items on my wish list, I have removed some items, and I have definitely added some items. So I thought I would share that with you. I've got everything written down here in my notebook and I'm super excited to share with you what's happening with my wish list. So let's get started. So I'm going to start with items that I've ticked off first. So one of the items I ticked off my wish list was a pair of nude heels. So in my last video I spoke about Giambito Rossi heels, but I actually found a different pair of nude heels, and if you've been watching my videos you'll know which ones they are. It is these beautiful Christian Louboutin heels. I actually can't remember the name of these shoes now. I think it was Grace. I will link the video somewhere up here to my haul video so that you can see these. I actually wore them. I had not worn them since I bought it, but I wore them for the first time last week and I love them. I'm going to go as far as saying they're actually one of my most comfortable heels ever. So super glad I ticked these off my wish list. The second item I ticked off my wish list is probably my favorite item I have purchased in a long time, and it is the Burberry Chelsea Heritage Trench. I love this trench. I pretty much wear it every weekend and it's just my go-to. It is the perfect color. I love the length. I love everything about it. I'm so happy that I finally got to add this to my collection. The last item I ticked off my wish list is a Louis Vuitton toiletry pouch. So in my wish list video I had the Louis Vuitton king size toiletry pouch, but instead I decided to go for the Nice BB. I'm super happy that I went with this one instead and I absolutely love it. Another item I ticked off my wish list is the Dior sneakers. So I actually ticked this off late last year, just shortly after I made my wish list video. So I was really excited about adding these to my collection. I tend to wear them quite a bit because they're black and white, very neutral, and they'd go with everything. So that is all the items that I ticked off my wish list. Now I'm going to talk about items that I have removed off my wish list. The first item that went off my wish list was the Chanel sneakers. I don't know why I even liked them. I think they're just very colorful and really would not match with my wardrobe because my wardrobe is quite colorful and I just love them in store. I kind of had this idea of one single outfit that I wanted to wear it with, but besides that I couldn't really see myself wearing it. I think I've become a little bit more realistic and know that it's not an item that's going to work for me, so I have removed it off my wish list. And that's actually really all that I've removed off my wish list. Let's talk about my favorite part of the wish list is the things that I have added and would like to acquire. So on my wish list, it's basically just full of accessories and a ton of handbags. I love handbags. Handbags are like my be all end all, and I'm just forever constantly looking at handbags on Instagram, looking at handbags on Net-a-Porter, so I'm always adding things to my wish list. So let's start with accessories first. I actually want to add two belts to my collection that I really like. The first one is the CD belt, the really little one, and I'm thinking in white. I really like the way that looks. I actually only have one thick belt that I wear all the time, and I really think I'm missing a thin belt for like when I wear dresses and like skirts. I think they would look really nice, so I am contemplating getting the CD belt. Another option that I really would like is the Hermes belt. I love Hermes belts. I think they're probably my favorite belts out there. I feel like they're classic and timeless, and they've just been around for so long and I just don't feel like they're going anywhere. They're just your go-to if you want a classic belt. One of my options is either the Kelly belt, which I think is absolutely gorgeous, but it's really pricey, or another reversible belt like the one that I have, but in a thinner size. I'm definitely missing a thin sized belt, so I'd really like to add that to my collection too. So in terms of shoes, I do actually have a pair of shoes that I would like to add to my collection, and it's a pair of black boots with a heel. So I have got a few pair of boots with like a little heel, a flat boot, but I really want to get a pair of high heels. So I used to like the Christian Louboutin Adox heel, but I just feel like it's a little masculine for what I want, and I do want something a little bit more feminine. So I do have my eye on the Hermes heel. It's basically the heel with like the Kelly belt on it, and I think those look absolutely stunning. I actually saw it in store. I didn't try it on, but I just looked at it and I just thought they were so beautiful. They have a really high price tag though, and I'm not comfortable spending that much money on shoes. Handbags are fine for me because I love handbags, but I just feel like shoes obviously don't wear as well as handbags do. It's probably one thing that I'm unsure about in terms of the shoe, but definitely if I can find an alternative to that, I do want to add a heeled boot to my collection. Now let's move on to handbags, my favorite. So one of the items I really want to get, which is really popular right now, is the Loewe beach bag. I actually went to buy this handbag in Malaysia, but it was completely sold out in the style that I wanted. So I want the smaller beach bag with like the brown or the orange leathered piece on it, but I would absolutely love to add that bag to my collection. I go to summer spots a lot, so I feel like I would get a lot of use out of it, and I love the price point. It's not super expensive for a raffia bag. I know that Gucci and Salvatore and Prada sell raffia bags, but they're quite highly priced, and I just feel like they won't wear as well, so I don't really want to pay that high price tag, and it may not be an item that's like super trendy forever. So I think with Loewe it's like a really good price point, so really would like to add that bag to my collection someday. Another bag that I would like to add to my collection is the Dior Montane bag. I love, love, love the way that bag looks. For me, a classic staple in my wardrobe is always a structured bag. I do love my crossbody, like weekender soft bags, but for me, like the bags that I treasure the most are structured bags, and for me, this bag just fits right into that category. I just feel like it's such a beautiful statement classic piece that's not over the top. The only thing I don't know is what color to get. I've looked at it in store and tried it on, and honestly the black just calls me, and I really don't need any more black handbags, so I don't know what to do in terms of color choice. I'm waiting for like new seasonal colors because right now the black is the only one that I love. The rest I like, but I don't love. Another handbag I would like to add to my collection, maybe not so interesting, is a tote bag. I feel like I need one for work or just like when I'm traveling and want a no fuss, can just chuck everything in bag. It's more for work when I'm wanting to carry like multiple laptops and just need a no fuss, chuck everything in kind of bag. So I've got two options at the moment, but I'm like not sold on either. One is the Valentino Rockstar tote, and the other is the Louis Vuitton Neverfull in Epi leather, probably in black or something like darker neutral. But I don't know, like I do think it's definitely missing from my collection, but I just haven't fallen in love with any. So I haven't been able to pull the trigger really on that one, but it's definitely a bag I kind of need in my collection just for the days when I need to carry a lot more stuff that's probably not going to fit in my Celine bag. And the last item that I'm wanting to add to my collection is a Prada work handbag. So I am thinking about the Pannier. I think it's like the bucket bag. I think you can't go wrong with Prada work handbags. I feel like Prada makes the most beautiful work handbags because of their structured style and the beautiful leather that they use that is a lot more durable. Prada holds a very special place in my heart because it was actually the first handbag that I ever purchased, and the first item I actually ever purchased that was luxury. I went to Prada the other day and tried on a couple of styles, and I definitely think I want to add another Prada bag to my collection, but I want it in a beige or a grey, so I'm very specific about the colour. So that is my updated wish list. I know I have added a lot of handbags to my wish list. Hopefully I will be removing some or ticking some off. It will be really nice as well. What's something you've recently added to your wish list? I'd love to know. Also, what's the latest thing you ticked off your wish list? I would also love to know that. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time.